What's up guys, Sam Adams here, and today we're making a video that I had hoped I would never have to make. However, we're going to be making it anyway. Let's talk about the monetization of modifications on Steam, which is just wonderful. You know, it's kind of killed a community, but that's not really my opinion. Hold out, stick it out, don't rage in the comments yet. Let's just have a discussion here. So this past week it was announced that mods are going to be available to be made premium on Valve, or you can just leave them free as they have been in the past, but of course, who doesn't like free money? So, pretty much, I sort of support the idea behind what Valve is trying to do. So imagine you are a mod creator and you have put hundreds of hours into a mod for Skyrim that makes the game look beautiful, extends the life of the game. Maybe you made some personalized quest or something and you've put a lot of work into it. It would be awesome to get a little bit of monetary return for the hours of work that you have put into creating that content. In the same way I put out content on YouTube, it's always nice to get a couple of cents or a couple of nickels tossed my way whenever a video does well. I don't make a lot of money off of YouTube. In fact, I haven't made any yet. I mean, I still have a little bit coming in, but you don't get paid until you hit that $100 price or $100 earning point. But it's still nice just to have a little bit coming in. So that's obviously going to stand true for anyone that likes money and who doesn't like money. I mean, it's what pretty much America and every other, modern country thrives off of. But so the creators are getting money. I totally approve of that. The way that Valve has decided to do that is a bad idea. They have made mods that are previously free pretty much premium, and you can buy them all in a pack for like 30 bucks, or you can buy a lot of them in a pack for 30 bucks that pretty much just has a whole bunch of weapons in it, which is, whoop-de-doo, and the basic game of Skyrim is 5 bucks. By the way, don't know if I mentioned it, the only game supported by this idea right now is Skyrim, with more to come in the future. But, so that's all available, and the pricing is kind of jacked up, and then there are these stupid little mods that are making fun of the whole situation, like an apple for 30 bucks, extended or super high-res horse genitals for $100 or something like that, and that's the kind of stuff that is going to end up being a detriment to this entire situation in the long run. But one thing could have totally fixed this, and that's a huge donate button. Just smack a huge donate button right up there on the mod download page. That's a good idea. Or I totally support doing the ad block thing, which of course I'm not supporting using ad block. I'm not saying that I use ad block, because at the end of the day, for video creators like myself or content creators on YouTube that rely on ads to bring them in revenue, they obviously don't get more revenue because all of the ads are blocked, therefore they don't get paid. So that kind of sucks, but it is the most added extension on Chrome, so obviously it's kind of applicable to a lot of my viewers most likely. Whenever you download AdBlock, this little tab pops up in your browser that gives you the option to donate to the creators of AdBlock. You can donate anywhere from $1 to $1 million. However much you want to give, you can give, and that is a great way of doing things, not only because it gives you the option to immediately please the creators monetarily, but it also probably prompts some of these stupid and less paying attention, less attentive individuals to go ahead and chunk a couple of bucks into the tank because they assume that they have to go ahead and donate. It almost got me the first time. I'm not saying you're stupid if you accidentally did, but it's just a good way of making money. So I could totally see that kind of thing happening. Just a pop-up whenever you download a modification. Hey, chunk a couple bucks at, Pussy Slayer XX. I don't know what his name is. But, that would be pretty cool. So that brings me to my next point. I'm reading off of a list. Lists are great. This is kind of blurring the lines between DLC and mods, which is not a good thing. In my mind, DLC is from the developer. It extends the life of the game through use of the in-game assets. It adds quests and stuff in the same way that Call of Duty expansion packs add in-game maps that are made from the developers, and it's pretty much just official content, and that is something I will pay for. 15 bucks for a couple of extra side quests or an alternate storyline or something like that. Totally fine. But then you've got mods, which are unofficial crazy things. Like in Skyrim, you've got the My Little Pony mod, Iron Man, Halo, Captain America, anything you can imagine. You've got the nudity mod, and then you've got mods that extend the graphic fidelity. You can get everything looking really good. There are tons of different mods that go beyond anything the developers could ever even think of, and that's what makes the modding community so beautiful, is that it's people that originally were not getting paid to do what they were doing, but they just had a passion passion for their game, and they would make content for that and share it with the community that happened to also be passionate for that game, which is what made mods so beautiful. And now that is going to be tainted the same way that YouTube was tainted. And what I mean by that is that, of course, YouTube was not always monetized content. So whenever that kind of started to come about, there were people that initially set out to become huge YouTubers. You know, no one ever really set out in the beginning to become an online sensation. It just kind of happened. But now people are actually trying to trigger that little series of events that gets you 1 million subscribers. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it takes away from what the game or the YouTube world really is. It's making videos about something you're passionate about. I just recently monetized my content up until I did YouTube for about 3 years before I actually monetized stuff, I believe, if I remember correctly. And there's nothing wrong with going that route, but I haven't made much money off of it. That's beside the point. In the same way, mod communities are going to be tainted by people setting out to make mods and to make money through making those mods, which is going to kind of take away the whole purpose of it, because what makes mods so beautiful is that they are made by people who are passionate and therefore make quality mods. So pretty much the community is going to be tainted by a whole bunch of crap, and it probably will bring down the value of the modding community as a whole. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but at the same time, the next point is copyright issues. As I said earlier, you got My Little Pony, Iron Man, Halo, Spider-Man, all of that stuff. What do all of those have in common? Licensed names and licensed things that have copyright notices and things on them. That's what made the modding community so great before, is that no one had to worry or care about the money side of things. You know, if there's money to be made, everyone wants a slice of the cake. And whenever you have an Iron Man mod that you say makes, you know, $100,000, obviously that's a stretch and probably will never happen. But say you have an Iron Man mod that makes that. Obviously, I guess Disney owns Marvel, something like that. Whoever owns Marvel and Marvel themselves is going to want a cut of that money, and therefore there's a lawsuit. My Little Pony, lawsuit. Halo, huge lawsuit because Microsoft is like that. You know, it's that kind of thing that is going to end up hurting this community in the long run. That all being said, I am going to side with the Rooster Teeth guys on this one. I've been watching a lot of commentary on this, trying to form my own opinion on it, taking what other people have said, and then kind of comparing it with my own thoughts and getting different objects and perspectives. This is the first step. So whenever YouTube was first monetized, everyone probably hated it. I wasn't around for it, but yeah, I just assumed that people didn't want the money to get involved in their passion. In the same way, people are freaking out about mods, but at the end of the day, I think that the creators of mods are going to get some money, the community is going to get some awesome modders, and then on top of that, I think that the game developers are going to be able to glean from some newcomers to the modding community, and that in the end, this is all going to work itself out, and that it will kind of just, you know, it'll all even out, and everything will work out in the end. So there you guys have it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a like down below and comment what you think about the monetization of mods on Steam. Is this okay? Do you hate it? Are you totally against it? Leave your opinion in the comments down below, and remember that these are all opinions. I'm not right. No one is right. Everyone has their own opinion on this kind of thing, and we'll just have to see how it goes and all stick together through it. But if you are new to the channel, don't forget to head over and check out some of my other videos. I do new stuff like 4 or 5 days a week, so there's always something new for you to check out whenever you drop in here on the channel. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.